Our first job, as usual, is to check on the two teams. Let's take the Crystal Palace side first. They're unchanged. And they've got Nigel Martyn in goal. Number 2 is John Humphrey. 3 is Richard Shaw. Here he comes. Number 4 is Andy Gray. 5 is Eric Young. 6, Andy Thorne. 7, John Solarco. 8, Jeff Thomas. 9, Mark Bright. 10, Ian Wright. And 11, Eddie McGoldrick. So important the skipper, Jeff Thomas, passed a test on a hip injury this morning. Power in the midfield alongside Andy Gray. Trickery down the flanks from John Solarco and Eddie McGoldrick. And goals, of course, are the business of Mark Bright and Ian Wright. Liverpool, meantime, with Bruce Grobbelaar in goal. Number 2, Glenn Hussein. 3 is David Burrows. 4, Steve Nicol. 5, Jan Molby. 6, Gary Gillespie. 7, Steve Staunton. 8, Ray Houghton. 9 is Ian Rush. 10, John Barnes. And 11, Steve McMahon. Well, as Ian was saying, just how will they play? Extreme caution, possibly. That led to the defeat at Arsenal. Cautious, but victorious at Tottenham. They're likely to have 5 across the back to counter the speed and thrust of Bright and Wright. 3 in the midfield, Rush and Barnes up front. Barnes possibly slightly withdrawn. The substitutes today at Selhurst Park: Alan Pardew and Phil Barber for Crystal Palace, Ronnie Rosenthal and Nick Tanner for Liverpool. Tanner, a midfielder previously with Bristol Rovers. But it's going to be Liverpool who get the game underway. In their change, strip of silver. Attacking the goal to our left. Burrows playing it along towards Barnes. Eric Young with him. John Humphrey getting in quickly. Came off the referee there. And Barnes hit a cross and an early touch. And a strong one too there for Nigel Martyn. And that Liverpool attack coming about. As the ball rebounded off the referee. Here's Solarco. Down to Thomas. So important that Thomas passed that fitness test this morning on a hip injury. He's so much power through that midfield. He's really the Steve McMahon of the Palace side, and there's really no greater compliment than that. Two clubs really bristling with good form here. Palace, 1 defeat in their last 8 league games. Liverpool just 1 defeat all season in the league, and that at Arsenal. Palace have won the last 3 in the league on the trot. Here's Barnes making a very good break. For a moment, he looks as though he's lost Young. Barnes again. Rush waiting in the middle. The cross has gone beyond Martyn. Houghton wasn't quite big enough to get a header, and it'll be a goal kick.
Liverpool are already looking dangerous on the counter-attack. They're just hoping to be patient, contain Palace, and then hit them quickly on the break. The replay there, John Barnes going down. What he's so good at is getting crosses in. He gets so many crosses in for Liverpool, creating chances for his teammates.
It's a good throw too. Gillespie got up well for that one. Staunton helped it. McGoldrick turning it in. Young with a little touch. Liverpool didn't know much about that as it went across their 6-yard area. And Nicol hammers it away. Shaw. Holding off Rush. Good determined play there by Richard Shaw. Now Solarco. Turn Nicol well. And Bright was in there. Hussein, for some reason, seemed to duck underneath that one, and Bright was almost in. And Liverpool were almost undone.
I think the problem Liverpool are having is the fact that they are playing the sweeper. When the crosses are coming in, there's sometimes too many of their own men there, and they're perhaps waiting for each other to clear it instead of attacking the ball. Mark Bright there and the other Palace strikers are really attacking the ball, and it's causing Liverpool problems.
Gillespie away. Burrows getting that one away. Thorne. Staunton's header for McMahon. Houghton's up ahead of him, so is Barnes. But he hit it straight at Shaw. Finds Andy Gray. The long clearance. Now, will Wright get there before Grobbelaar? No, Grobbelaar's in trouble, and so could Liverpool be! Just beyond the goal. And a much-relieved Liverpool goalkeeper gets back. Harry Lineker.
Tried to bring that in with his right foot. I might be wrong, but placed in the centre. And it'd be interesting to see on the replay.
There he is.
I think he possibly did try and bend that in.
I think he was looking for it.
It would have been some goal if he'd have scored.
You can see the picture of Mark Bright there on the far side of the 6-yard area. Barnes with a header. Rush. Back for Barnes. Hit first time. Easy that time for Martin. Gillespie, that's a corner. Morley couldn't save it. It just came off Gillespie's back as he tried to duck underneath it. And Selhurst will take another corner for Palace. Once again, Eric Young and Andy Thorne are up from the back. Now that is curled in. Grobbelaar's got to go for that one. Gets it, lost it. And in the end, it's over for the goal kick. From all accounts, Bruce had a fairly dodgy time against Queen's Park Rangers on Boxing Day, and he looks a little less than sure again this afternoon.
That's the type of service you've got to get. And that's a difficult ball for a goalkeeper, near post. And he's tried to catch it, and he perhaps wish he'd punched it later on, but they got away with it. But Bruce does try and take pressure off Liverpool defence. He does come out and catch an awful lot of balls which sometimes get forgotten.
Nichols poised on this side of the penalty area, but Selhurst watched him. It's a Liverpool throw, must have just flicked Selhurst's head. Barnes. Selhurst hammering that one away, but only as far as Staunton. Molby. Plenty of Liverpool men forward now. Barnes. Might try something himself. It opened up just for a moment there, Gary, didn't it?
It was. He just got the angle just to curve it, and he went for the top corner. That's where John's so dangerous. When he's around the edge of the box, you can feel the crowd wait in anticipation and fear, obviously, the Palace supporters. But a lovely effort there. And if that just been a bit low, that would have pulled a save out of Nigel Martin.
Wright's header does so well with his back to the goal. Bright. Here's Wright. McGoldrick. Humphrey gone right forward. Now what sort of cross? Well, it comes to Selhurst. Thomas! Long range. Houghton. It's Thomas. Shaw might be running into trouble. Rush gets away from him. It's with Barnes now. And now Houghton. Came off Thorne. Just set away well. Again the long ball, seeking out the pace of Mark Bright. He's got the better of Hussein now. That's a clear foul there by Hussein on Mark Bright. Some would say a professional foul, but that's such a deep and complicated debate at the moment. But certainly Bright was well on his way, and he was shoved out of the way by Glenn Hussein there.
Yeah, I think he obstructed it. There's no way Glenn could have stopped there. It would have been very harsh, really, to describe that one as a professional foul.
Right, it's a free kick, though, for Palace. Baldrick with it. Grobbelaar not getting it away. Andy Gray knocked away that time by Gillespie. Kenny enjoyed that as well. In such a hurry to get the ball back into play and then get back into the bench, tripped over. It's not often you see him smiling like that during a game, and I tell you, it's not often you see him wrong-footed. Hussein tucked underneath that one. Staunton. Barnes. Rush. Molby. Gillespie. Rush. Glenn Hussein. Houghton. Nickel. Not a bad cross. And it was McGoldrick who'd gone right back there. He took quite a buffeting from Burrows. And Andy Gray, this is a good break for Palace. 3 up, 3 back. Wright has made the break. And what a good run by Humphrey now, the fullback. The cross is in for Gray. A lovely Palace move. But in the end, straight into the arms of Bruce Grobbelaar. What a fabulous move that was. I've been asked to mention lad Rod Gillespie, a long-time supporter of Palace in Westminster Hospital, having a pretty rough time at the moment. Best wishes to Rod from everybody at Selhurst Park. No, just wide from Wright. It looked a real chance there.
It was a good try. I thought it was in from this angle up here. Big kick there from Nigel Martin. The direct route, and there's the partnership again. Mark Wright challenging. Ian Wright looking for anything he can get in the area. Gets a good shot in. Good try.
Well, Eric Young's up from the defensive areas. Maybe Young who looks for that header, but there was an infringement.
I think he's actually given a foul throw for foot up there against Andy Gray.
Ah, yes.
Ah, come on.
I don't think the referee knows what it's for.
Sorry.
Oh, you were a good minute ahead of any of them there, Gary. Yes, he just, as you say, the referee just cocked the leg and put his hand behind his head. Here's Wright on the far side now. He's got round his man. He's gone round Gillespie. It's in there. Mark Wright. Palace go into the lead. Bruce Grobbelaar shakes his head. Congratulations were for the number 9. Let's see here now. As Wright got the better of Gillespie, and yes, Mark Wright just tapped it in.
Yeah, great work from Ian Wright. He turned Gillespie there, cut inside, knocks a great ball in. Mark Wright does what all good strikers do, get in front of the defender and just flicked it between Bruce's legs.
Gillespie, who was beaten by that run of Ian Wright's. Staunton. Much through there for Rush, held up by Young. And it comes for Gray, and Palace are on the move again. Stopped that time by Molby. Staunton plays it for Barnes. They look for a little bit of goal dust from John Barnes now. Being watched here by Jeff Thomas. McMahon, Staunton, McMahon again. Burrows on the far side, Rush just up ahead of him. Burrows in for Staunton, in for Barnes. And there was a real chance there for Liverpool to snap back at Palace.
Yes, you can never underestimate them. They're such a great side and they're never beaten. Chance for John Barnes, bounced a bit awkwardly for him.
Into time added on at the end of the first half now. McGoldrick on the far side. Gone round Burrows. He's got a nice little cross in there. And Liverpool still at full stretch to get that one away. Andy Gray playing it now for Mark Wright. Can he return the compliment for Wright? No, it's for Humphrey, but straight into the arms of Grobbelaar. Palace fans anxiously whistling now. A good cross whipped in there again by Nicol. Young got the measure of that one. McMahon again, keeping the pressure on Palace in the last seconds, but there goes the half-time whistle. And a splendid finale for Crystal Palace with Mark Wright's 11th goal of the season, with 3 minutes to go to the interval, made for him by the number 10, Ian Wright. And the half-time then at Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 0. Teams as they were at the end of 45 minutes, no substitutes at the start of the second half, and away go Crystal Palace. I suppose one speculation, Gary Lineker, must be that probably Rory Rosenthal might well come on very shortly for Liverpool. I would have thought he's in a good run of form at the moment.
Yeah, I think if it stays as it is, or Palace get another one, then certainly they'll be looking to bring him on and probably put John Barnes back out to wide on the left. No, he's got a lot of options available because of the versatility of his players, so he can change it round, and I would think that might even go to 4-4-2.
Ian Rush getting a little upset with some of the tactics of Jeff Thomas there. Mulby. Hit long towards Barnes, but Young guiding it into touch. Houghton. Barnes. Took a nasty little deflection off Eric Young, but Nigel Martin in the Palace goal well behind that one. There was a little bit of venom in Barnes' run there.
Yeah, he looks the chief threat to Palace. He's looked good all afternoon whenever he's been given the ball. He's not had a tremendous amount of service, but when he has, he's made the most of it.
Liverpool, who face a thunderous match against Leeds United at Anfield on New Year's Day. Not much rest between then and now. Palace go to Aston Villa. Here's Staunton. Now McMahon. And that may have just been going wide, but Nigel Martin wasn't going to take any chances at all there. Barnes. Houghton battling away. Palace get it away only as far as Gary Gillespie. Really shouldered off the ball unfairly there by Andy Gray. It's a free kick to Liverpool. There's all sorts of variations possible here. It's Mulby, and a terrific save by Martin. So Liverpool get their first corner. Nicol plays it in towards Hussein. Good free kick that, whipped in with so much power.
It was, and it was a particularly good save because I'm sure he, like you, was totally unaware of who was going to hit it because of the talent they've got available to them.
Well, here's Barnes. Oof. For a moment, Young could have been in danger of sliding one into his own goal. We'll look again at that free kick in a moment. Here it comes.
Yeah, I'm sure that Nigel Martin thought probably John Barnes was going to hit it, but that was right in. That was a very good save.
All the excitement's going on the pitch. Maybe we can have a look at it as a marvellous red sunset beyond the other grandstand on the far side. We'll have a look at that in a moment. But here's McGoldrick. Grobbelaar was down on that one. 26,280 here today, their third highest gate of the season. And Liverpool, I understand, returned some 2,000 tickets. Otherwise it would have been just about a full house, just under 30,000. Here's Wright. McGoldrick, he knew he was there. A lovely cross, lifted in there by McGoldrick. Grobbelaar flapped at that one. Thomas with the shot. They were in trouble there, Liverpool. From the moment Grobbelaar flapped and didn't make any distance, it's Ray Houghton who's going off. So Ronnie Rosenthal's on. Here's Barnes, and now McMahon. Gray coming across to make life awkward for him, and Gillespie too. McMahon. Barnes. Off the referee again. Staunton playing it in towards Rosenthal. Knocking it back towards Nicol. Will it come for Rush? It won't come for Barnes either, but it comes now for Staunton. More pressure on Crystal Palace. Staunton tries to make it all the way, and in the end was foiled right at the last by Eddie McGoldrick. Good rippling little run there by Steve Staunton.
I thought for a moment he was going to get a shot in, but it was good defending.
It looked as though it was going to fall very pleasantly onto his very strong left foot. There he goes now with the corner. Gillespie up in there, Rush in there. Oh, that was an amazing save by Martin.
Great chance for Ian Rush there. I think that, but he did what you've got to do as a striker, which is keep the ball down, hit the target, and you've just got to give credit to the goalkeeper. I never mind missing if I hit the target, because he had no time to think really. And Nigel Martin keeps Palace in the lead.
Here's Shaw. It's a good break again. Shaw to Salako. Cross coming into right. Didn't begin to get that header right though. Steve Staunton hurling in the corner. Martin first to it. It was Bright who got it away. Not Bright again with a header. Andy Gray, he's got Ian Wright up, but Wright's offside at the moment. Now he's back on. Gray held that up for him. Salako. There's the cross. Hussein with the header. McGoldrick. Humphrey. And good work again by Gary Gillespie. Poking out the foot and finding Staunton, then running into trouble. It's with Andy Gray, a long-range shot, but it's wide of the target, a goal kick.
He's having a cracking game, Andy Gray. He's involved all over the park. He's working hard with Jeff Thomas in midfield, and he's always ready to have a go from long range. As you see here, it just pushes it out wide there. Probably fouled actually, but kept his balance. We just sliced it slightly off target.
10 minutes left. Palace lead by a goal to nil. Rosenthal being chased by Shaw. Liverpool get a corner. And Palace leaving just Ian Wright forward. Mark Wright's gone back. All the Palace players except Ian Wright now in their own penalty area. Hussein tried to get there. Rosenthal on the far side. The shot was charged down, but it's another corner.
He's looked quite dangerous, Ronnie Rosenthal, since he's come on. He's very lively, very quick, and he's obviously a natural goal scorer by his record and the fact that things seem to bounce for him in the area.
Nicol with the corner. Floated there towards Barnes, flicked on by him. McGoldrick can drag this one away for Palace, succeeds in doing so, and Wright is up there, being pursued now by Burrows. Wright with the ball almost into the path of Bright. Andy Gray's in there too. It's for Andy Gray, and Grobbelaar just there before him, but a corner for Crystal Palace. Now that's what you call end-to-end stuff.
Great breakaway there down the right. More great work from Ian Wright. A terrific crossfield pass to Mark Bright here, who does a nice little cross to the near post, and Andy Gray, everywhere on the field, just gets in front of Bruce, but Bruce did enough to stop them scoring. 9 minutes left. McGoldrick with the corner. Eric Young goes forward. Palace looking for that second goal. Eric Young tried a backward header. Hussein only got it as far as Salako. Goal kick. Nicol. Barnes. Gillespie to Barnes. Oh, too high once again. Closes his eyes in resignation there, and another chance goes away for Liverpool. Salako. Did well there to beat Nicol. The header from McGoldrick. Well, that takes a bit of doing, John Salako there, with Nicol closed him down to such a degree. And still whipped in a near-perfect cross. A win for Palace will certainly make the league more interesting. I think it'll tighten it up at the top.
Yes, they get within 3 points of Liverpool. Arsenal will then be just 1 point behind Liverpool. Here's Wright. What's he going to give? No penalty. That was a great break by Ian Wright. Hussein was on his heels. The referee had a really good long look at it.
From up here, Brian, I thought the ball might have struck a hand. I don't know. I was quite a way away up here, but it'd be interesting to see the replay.
Which down at that end or at this end?
The penalty incident I'm talking about. This one here, Brian. Ian's got in front there, and yes, it definitely. I don't think there's probably intent there, but it would have been an understandable penalty, I think.
You get the impression of a ball hitting the hand.
He definitely scooped it back. Well, I got away with that one, Glenn.
Up goes Thorne. Here's McGoldrick. Certainly Palace, slowly but surely, are wiping away the memories of that 9-0 defeat last season at Anfield with the cup win, and now this one in the league. That's if it's going to be a win. But here's Staunton. A deep cross towards Nicol on the far side. A good header, though, by Richard Shaw and by Solarco. Solarco gets it away up to Bright. Now Gillespie, there goes the final whistle, though. And Palace have won. And the race for the championship now truly on. Mark Bright's goal after 42 minutes. Arsenal just 1 point behind Liverpool. Palace now just 3 points behind Liverpool. Mind you, Liverpool have been through it all before, but they know the match at Anfield against Leeds on New Year's Day takes on a new importance now. And Palace are right there. Let's go and join Gary Newborn.
Steve, another very important win against Liverpool, only 3 points behind them. What were your great qualities today?
Well, I think it was all shown in the second half, really, where we had great qualities of character, and we just never gave in, which was vital.
You'd planned beforehand to play these long balls to your two strikers.
No.
You hadn't. I thought I saw you doing it this morning. Well, the most important thing is you've won, and perhaps you should have asked for a longer contract.
I should have done, yeah. More money anyway.
Well done.